thing that was slightly different about this community activity from some of the other ones I've done is I made the groups for you. And I put you in groups of 3. And I didn't necessarily put you in groups that you would pick yourself. For many of you, I put you with people that you don't always work with. I had you try to work with someone else. Right. And so for some of you, you did, but for some of you, you really had to work with somebody different than who you usually work with. How did you solve problems in your group? What did you do? Because lots of little problems came up. So how did we solve those little problems? What did you do? Sarah, what was one of the little problems in your group? Okay, so that was a problem. So how did you solve that problem? So then how was the problem solved? Because that sounds like the problem that was there. What did you do to solve that problem?
Tried to put another thing on, but it didn't work.
Okay.
So we just made another one and ignored it.
There you go. Those are solutions. Ignoring is a solution. Adding more details so that people might see it differently is also a solution. Who else can share a problem and what they did to solve it? Cody, what was one of yours?
It was standing like this because the fingers and two and then this and there's a marble acting like a head.
Oh, okay. So,
It almost looked like
so you're explaining why you thought it. But who has a different problem? So she thought something, and so Sarah solved it. Who had another problem and another solution? Ricardo.
Our group was agreeing on everything to build. So we just agreed on something.
Oh, how did you agree on something?
We agreed on Mariana's idea.
Oh, how did you do that?
Because we thought again and then we did it.
Okay. So in the end you decided it was a good choice. Who else has one where they can describe what the problem was and then describe what their solution was? Jean?
We put them in the water part in some marble and we put them in the house. Then our house broke.
Oh, so when the house broke, what did you do?
I built the house.
Right, so what did you do when the house broke? Yeah?
I didn't know that like that house.
Oh, so Shiloh built another house to fix it?
Yes.
There you go, that was the solution.
And then he put a cake.
Okay.
Two marbles.
Who else can tell me about a problem and how they solved it? Mariana? Yes?
Kind of glue and tape, and then we all pushed it together.
Oh, so coming together to help made a difference. Excellent. Who else had a problem maybe with someone or something in their group and then solved it in a way? Natalia?
When I accidentally ripped a little bit of thing as bomb,
Okay.
I taped it.
There you go. So you ended up solving that problem.
And I had a problem that when and I thought having a problem like this, but I had an idea.
What did you do?
I put tape on the other side, but if it went like this, everybody and they could lift it up. And then I said, and I wanted to make it say backyard, and they could say, oh, I wonder if they so, and then they would see the balloon, so they'll look at the back, and then they'll see the garden.
Oh, so you figure that they can solve the problem themselves by just lifting it up? Okay. Did anyone else have a problem and solve it? Divya?
You know when I made the barn?
Yeah.
Well, it kept on breaking, so I decided that I could just that my group when I was gone they could make another one.
Oh, well there you go. So you actually had the rest of your group members take apart. It's important that sometimes we do have to work with different people, and sometimes even when we're working with our friends, we have to solve the problems. What was neat is that even though some people got upset and it didn't quite work exactly as they wanted, I didn't have to help solve any problems today. Who solved the problems that happened in the group?